So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. And that gets things running.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough seems to come easy for him.
And he's picked it up out wide. Chance! Goal! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Real chance! And that's a sharp finish! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, important interception.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Picked out brilliantly. Good read, needed to be. Forced to go back. It's Modric! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Nuno Mendes. He's gone forward. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found space here. Gerrard calmly anticipates. Hakimi. Yamal. Fabinho. And it's Benatia. Nuno Mendes. Diaz. Now it's Gerrard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he's having a go! Now, who's going to be first to this? Back in once more. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's there to belt it away. Now Romero. Messi is always looking to break lines.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Approaching the half-hour mark. He won't be happy with that one. Gerrard. And that's been intercepted. Enzo Perez. Sufal. Some really good ball movement. And it's Modric. Now then, the ball's come loose. Modric cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Benatia gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Nuno Mendes. And Diaz. There's the crossfield ball. Hakimi. Can he get on the end of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Yamal! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That has not gone well. Cazorla does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Son Heung-min receives it in a wide position. Pass is just off target. He shifted it to the flank. Chooses to go cross-field. He's in plenty of space here. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's found a way past.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Yamal. Now it's Diaz. Oh, big chance! Big moment! Massive goal! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And that is all they have time for. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So there was the first half.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Chooses to go cross-field. And that is a little undercooked. Now, can they get him away? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Yamal. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Diouf. He's having a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Diouf clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution on the field.
And we have our very first corner.
Benzema. Number 9, Santi Cazorla. Number 33, Perez. Coming on the field.
Gerrard with the short one.
Number 20, Diego Aspas. Number 22,
Romero.
Danny Pereira.
So can they find a way to turn around this deficit?
Substitutions taking
Played into
place.
space. Modric. No way through. Fabinho. And it's Gerrard. Oh, what a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
The attendance for this match was 60,300.
Georgia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Modric. Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. And this is Modric. Shapes to shoot! In he goes again!
Georgia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, that was vital. Iago Aspas.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
He has found the way through. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
That is good alertness. Azar. Nuno Mendes. Azar. Bojan. Bojan, upright and purposeful. Bellingham is in a really good position out wide. Gerrard, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Mohamed Salah. Threads one in. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Bellingham. Diouf. That's good play.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Parejo. And it's a foul. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 10.
Matic.
Modric. Coming on the field. Number 11.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Number 13.
And the shot's on here.
Jack
And this is Mahrez.
Substitutions.
To go back. It's João Moutinho! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Azar. Oh, that's a key interception. João Moutinho to Matic. Hazard with a definite foul there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Played out wide. Mahrez.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Ambitious ball here. Blint.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Parejo. Tries to pass it through. Shot a goal! Same again, same outcome.
Georgia really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And the number on the board is 3. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Georgia played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The Signal Iduna Park, located in Dortmund. It really is a tremendous arena. Well, we're on the way. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can...
He's having a hit! It's their first effort on goal.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
And it's been taken short. Referee's given a throw. And it's Matic. Benzema! Goal! The first significant strike. Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Shevchenko. Chance for a shot! He's beat. It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh no, this does not look good. Now it's Cazorla. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Maradona, ready to try one.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Messi! Maradona plays it short. It's a pretty loose pass. Aims beyond the defence. Can he get it through? The ball swung in. Defending of the desperate variety. Couldn't squeeze it through. And he's gone searching crossfield. Cafu. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pass is just off target. Baresi goes long and straight. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And it's Modric. Maradona. Knocks it into space. Messi gets into a good position. Sofal gets it away. Modric. Mohamed Salah.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Maradona. And this is Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cazorla looking to play him in. Cazorla looking to receive it in space. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Threads one in. Oh, that's delightful. He has found the way through. Pedri. Acerbi deals with that comfortably. Blint. Now it's Benzema. Foot in. Maradona. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko showed... It's Maradona! Denied by an instinctive save.
Maradona really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And that should get the job done. Georgia are looking to go forward now. He's on it, can he get away? And it's Olmo. Maradona, can he finish? Parejo, who's set up one goal so far. That's a good run down the left. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Parejo, And he's gone back. Parejo! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Dani Olmo. Engages and forces him off the ball. Modric. Pedri does really well to win the ball there.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And this is Maradona. Sufal. That has been slung wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's picked his way through. And here's Modric. It's Benzema! Again, a brilliant save. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Ball in towards the middle.
There will be 3 minutes
Akanji
time.
gets it away. Just eases him off the ball. Strokes it back. Acerbi wins the duel this time. Sufal. And it's Cazorla. He's found a way through. Looking for options for movement. Now what about this cross? Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing and fast.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running. He's got away. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Deftly out wide. Chance here to counter. Now it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Spread neatly. Messi. Cafu picks it up out wide. And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And this is Benzema. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Georgia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Can he finish? It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, it's played into the area. And he gets rid in a hurry. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, looks a smashing ball.
The attendance for this
Mohamed
match
Salah.
was 60,810.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That's a decent clearance. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Benzema being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Modric, pressing high and with purpose. Parejo. Modric. He is through here. And here's Dani Olmo. And here's Maradona. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against... Shot at goal! And that's a sharp finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Can he latch on to this? And it's Cazorla. And this is Parejo. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Maradona. And this is Shevchenko. He's looking wide. And he's worked it through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, that looks a decent ball. And this is Mohamed Salah. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Substitution on the field. Number 90.
The two coaches
Benzema.
are signalling changes
Number
here, both at the
14,
same time.
Mohamed Salah. Number 10. Modric.
No way through.
Number
Cute ball
22.
now, how can he reach it?
Danny Pereira.
He's had a shot!
Number
Oh, the
4.
ball's run loose here.
Matic.
And he's
On the
following
field.
up! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona palpably stronger, better, superior. Now it's Rashford. João Moutinho. João Moutinho has got himself a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
João Moutinho. And here's Mahrez. Wriggles his way through. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Messi is the team's great visionary.
There will be
Somewhat
3
off
minutes
target.
added time.
And the number on the board is 3. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! It's anyone's ball now. That's destined for the flank. And we're done. Georgia played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running.
Rafael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Turns back here, probably the best option, and it's slung out wide. De Rossi. And here's Saviola. Musiala. And he's managed to get free. Lovely bit of skill. And this is Hazard. Great chance! Cazorla. Parejo. And it's Mahrez. And this is Luis Suarez. He is through here. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Really well played, he read that perfectly.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Musiala. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. He is just caressing the ball. He has found the way through. Showing good feet. It's Figo! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Georgia, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's De Rossi. Oh, what a ball! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's tidy. Musiala receives it in a good position here. Cazorla. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Son Heung-min. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
For Parejo. Stood up well to him there. That's good running with the ball. Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. He's got away. And a chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Safal. Blint. Acerbi. Musiala can see things others simply cannot. Son Heung-min tries to play it through. No, that's been intercepted. De Rossi. And he welcomes it in. And he's got away from it. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's having a pop! Parejo. Now it's Mahrez. Enzo Perez. And it's Perez. Spread it left. Son Heung-min. for Cazorla. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Now it's Figo. He's found a way through. And this is Sammy, and he shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Figo with the short one. And here's Figo. Georgia are looking to go forward now. And it's Figo. And he's in on goal! Shot at goal! Oh, it rattles the bar! Cazorla. Parejo. And it's Mahrez. Cazorla. That has been slung wide. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Figo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cazorla. And for the first half, that is that. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're off again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And here's Son Heung-min. Sofal has it in a wide position. Cazorla crosses. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Parejo plays it short, and here's Parejo. So it's going to be another corner. Georgia have their second corner now. They've played it short. And it's Parejo. And now they can spring out of defence. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Rafael Varane gives no quarter whatsoever. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mahrez. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Now it's Villa. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cazorla. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Azar. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Tries to pass it through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the keeper's given it away. And he's gone backward here. Musiala. Musiala! Now, who's going to be first to this? David Villa finds himself offside. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Parejo. Enzo Perez. That's a good ball out wide. Swung over. And it's a foul. Cazorla. And Parejo. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the gears here. It's a promising position. And a header! It's bounced back off the post. Georgia have reclaimed it. It's a good spell of possession, this. It's Luis Suarez! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Shifted it to the flank. Figo.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's a sweeping cross. Acerbi. And it's Acerbi. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now, who's going to be first to this? Figo! Well taken goal. Finally the breakthrough.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get...
Big chance!
Penang nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And here's Saviola. Great defending, strong and determined.
Saviola clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Musiala! Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Mahrez. I think they're done. They are done. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
No, that's been intercepted. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. This looks promising. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a... Adeyemi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Son Heung-min. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, good take in a good area. Enzo Perez. Xavi Alonso. Mbappe. Takes the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Besiktas with the corner, there first. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Spread out to the left. Chance for a shot! Again, a brilliant save.
Mbappe really can't believe it, foiled by the keeper again.
Corner number 2 then. Deftly away. And it's Mendes. And that's gone loose. Oh, this is a great position. It's loose, and one more try! Goal! Besiktas! Ronaldo at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Oh no, what has happened here? And he's got away from it. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very...
Drogba! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, good climb. Modric.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Son Heung-min, and he's managed to get free. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Drogba. He has found the way through. Nice control. Acerbi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Cazorla. He's had it taken off him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Lint makes the interception. Enzo Perez looking to pass their way up the pitch. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Georgia are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Enzo Perez. Blint. Ball's played through. Aimed beyond the defence. Sufal. Son Heung-min. Sufal. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now there's a fine ball. Vitinha. Drogba receives it in a good position here. And here's Benzema. Tries to pass it through. Backward it goes. And it's Salah. Nice sequence of passes, this. He has a look up. Albert Ferrer.
There will be 1 minute
Blint
added
spots
time.
it and intercepts. Oh, no joy this time. That's it, 45 minutes up. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Modric. And it's Modric. Now, can they get him away? Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, just to keep him, it's Son Heung-min! Oh, good finish. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, good-looking ball. Adeyemi. Modric.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational in that half-time dressing room, seems to have paid off for the moment at least.
Sufal. That's Cazorla. Enzo Perez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Sufal. And here's Son Heung-min.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Modric. Cazorla. That has been slung wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Son Heung-min.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Chooses to go crossfield. Mbappe. That has been cut short. Modric. Son Heung-min. Modric. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a fine interception. Xavi Alonso. And he cuts out the supply. Vitinha. He's looking wide. He's picked his way through. Mbappe! And that's in. And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. And that really is so impressive. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Drogba. That's going wide left. Hoisted in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Modric. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Cazorla. And he was quick to react. And it's Son Heung-min. Sofal. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Short changes him with that pass.
Benzema really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mohamed Salah.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's having a hit! Magnificent! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Deep into injury time. And that's that. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Ultimately... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome to
players on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
Oh, good climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Can he get it through? Modric. Enzo Perez. Now it's Benzema. Great vision. Mahrez providing an out. Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it. Enzo Perez! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Roberto Carlos. And he's gone searching crossfield. Son Heung-min. Sofal. For Cazorla. Threads one in. Mohamed Salah has it out wide and in space. And he's there to clear it. And reclaimed it in a trice. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. Galatasaray with the corner, they're first. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Galatasaray have their second corner now. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that was very necessary. Cafu tries to pass it through. Showing good feet. Cafu has the space to scheme. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Still goalless at the moment. Mahrez. And it's Cazorla. Son Heung-min finding himself in space. Spread it left. Now, can they get him away? That has ended up in no man's land. Rizal.
Such good technique.
And this is Raul. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Chance for a shot! It's in! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Georgia are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Son Heung-min did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Has a look and place it forward. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's picked it up out wide. That's a throw. And he's taking no chances there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Space for him to turn and look. He has found the way through. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Roberto Carlos can clear it away. Rizal is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Georgia are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Can he finish? Oh, good finish! Galatasaray are back in business. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Number 10, Darwin Núñez.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Looking to play him in. Ball in towards the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Corner number 3 coming up. He's having a pop! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Cafu certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it.
And the shot! Good effort first time.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
So their 4th corner of the game. Oh, he's having a go! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Mahrez. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's it, 45 minutes up. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
And now, Please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today. Substitution for Galatasaray, number 15, Atebrissan.
Georgia get the second half going.
11, Raul. Number 5.
Great defending,
Mikel
strong and
Merino.
determined.
Number 10,
Messi is the
Darwin
team's great
Núñez.
visionary.
Number 24,
He is just caressing the
Mohamed
ball.
Salah. Coming on the
Well, that
field,
defending is
number
unapologetically
14,
persistent. It's
Rashford.
almost personal,
Number
and it had to
9,
be.
Messi. Number 19, Casemiro. Number 25,
Enzo
Mbappe.
Perez.
Number 17, Yamal.
Now Modric. Modric makes a dash for it. And here's Benzema. And this is Son Heung-min.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Mbappe. He's found... There's the shot! Goal! Galatasaray! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Galatasaray with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Rashford gets into a good position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mateus is standing over this one. Mateus! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lovely ball, and the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Son Heung-min. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Benzema. Albert Ferrer. Casemiro. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good.
And Messi! Cazorla. Son Heung-min. Messi. Messi driving forwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Showing great feet there. Cazorla. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for options for movement. Acerbi. Now it's Cazorla.
Georgia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Sofal.
Oh, great feat, that.
Very nicely done. And it's Son Heung-min. Stood up well to him there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And this is Benzema, and this is Cazorla. He's had it taken off him. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Cazorla. Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Enzo Perez.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Enzo Perez. Messi! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Messi certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Looks to the other side. Modric.
There
And
will
it's
be 1
Mahrez.
minute added time.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And time is up. Georgia pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development really owes to the fact that he made all the best choices. The clubs, the coaches, everything has been meticulously planned, and an awful lot of that would be attributed to his dad's experience.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And here's Mahrez. A quick look, thought about cutting in. Terrific effort! He'll try from distance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Georgia definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Serginho. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Modric. And it's Mahrez. And this is Parejo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Crossed into the box. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Parejo. Safal. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Cross goes in there. And he's cut it out.
Georgia really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look...
He's having a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Safal. Cazorla. And here's Benzema.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's a key interception. Just eases him off the ball. Looking for the run. Mbappe looking to receive it in space. And it's Serginho. And the finish! Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Dante. Enzo Perez. Mahrez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Messi. That has been cut short. Cazorla. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cazorla unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played out to the left flank. Georgia making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Dante. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's got the beating. Haaland! That has not worked out as planned.
Look, you've got to have the perfect feel in your boots to pull those off.
Parejo. Now it's Benzema. Now it's Mahrez. And it's Modric. It's Parejo! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. De Bruyne. He's on it, can he get away? Cazorla. Sufal. And it's Perez. Dante. Now Modric. Mahrez. And it's Parejo. Stood up well to him there. And the ball's gone astray. Has a look and plays it forward. In with the challenge. And here's Cazorla. Goes looking wide. That's the end of the first 45. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Georgia really seemed to lose their way a bit, it has to be said, Peter, having started the game quite strongly. I think the boss is going to have to find a way to reignite the fire now.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. Shot a goal! And that's a tiny finish. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Georgia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Arsenal needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Lovely, now then. And it's Modric. Sufal. Georgia still chasing a one-goal deficit here. And here's Benzema. Nicely aimed pass. Good ball, good take. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. Just about up to the hour now. Chouameni spots it and intercepts. De Bruyne. And this is Messi. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And it's... Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. The message is clear, none shall pass. Modric. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Benzema! It's loose, and again! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Santi simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Acerbi.
Arsenal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Big chance! And that's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need.
Shapes to shoot! Georgia still have the cards to affect this game. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Sofal. That is lovely. Parejo gets on his bike and on the move. He's a sharp little ball here. Dante. Sofal. And it's Dante. And it's Benzema. Threads one in. Mbappe. Can he get it through? Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And here's Benzema. Sofal, he is onto this. Oh, it's Dembele. 5 minutes left on the clock. That looks a good ball through. Oh, he's burst through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's Mbappe.
2 added minutes has
That
been
looks a
indicated.
decent ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Corner number 3 coming up. Kimmich plays it short. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. Well, we're on the way. So there's Massimo Otto, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work.
Great chance! That is delicious! A finish of true class! And the game springs instantly to life!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pinches it off him. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Drogba with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And it's Modric. And that has left him in a heap. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has... That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Georgia leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Sufal. Son Heung-min. Enzo Perez. And it's Benzema. Cannavaro does well to get it back. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Perez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Georgia currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cazorla. Oh, super ball! He's made it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Can he get on the end of this? And the through ball. He has found the way through. Drogba! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Tajikistan with the corner, there first. Punched away. Oh, that's nice. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Benzema. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Drogba. That has not gone well. Zappacosta. And here's Benzema. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's roll! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
substitution on the field. Number 77, Zappacosta. Coming on the field
Kovacic.
is number
Olise.
14.
And this is
Mohamed
Drogba.
Salah.
Georgia have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Taken back almost at once. Great pressure, plenty of it. Benzema! And again! And that's a good finish. And again they hit the front. Mohamed Salah duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have said.
He's having a pop! Fantastic from Olise! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Quite a game this, all square. He's having a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Olise really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Modric. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Modric. And he's worked it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Goes for a shot! Goal! And they're back in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
He's in one-on-one. And that brings the first half to a close. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Georgia leading just about at the break. It's too close for comfort. It's 3-2. And here is the first touch of the second half. Modric cuts it out. Cazorla tries to play it through. Hoisted in. And he's there to clear it. And he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that should get the job done. Opts to... Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's cut it out. Very nicely done. He'll try from distance! Now that wasn't a bad hit by any means.
Well, that was the one I actually thought he was going to produce. It's a good effort keeping it down like that.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Xabi Alonso, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cazorla to Perez. He's a sharp little ball here. Romero. Perez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pirlo.
The attendance for this
Georgia,
match
perhaps
was
wondering what the best time is for their
61,052.
next substitution. This is a promising build-up. Son Heung-min. Oh, he's seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Goes down, but nothing given.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Benzema finds himself offside. Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. It's a pretty loose pass. Cannavaro. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Modric. Threads one in. Ah, that's a fine interception. Pirlo. Olise. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Otto. Otto got a long way forward to join the attack. Enzo Perez. Salah. Modric. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Modric. And it's Perez. Kovacic gets a foot in here. Kovacic running with the ball.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And no surprise, that's a booking. And he's forced to go back. Half an hour gone in the second half. Raul. Raul! And that could come back to haunt them.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
Short changes him with that pass. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the gears here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Enzo Perez. Cazorla. And it's a foul. In with the challenge. Olise. And it's a foul. Xavi Alonso. And that's been won straight back. Acerbi. Chiellini. That's a throw. Pirlo.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Georgia close now to seeing this one through to the end. Georgia clearly now in lead preservation mode. Blint. And it's Modric. Mohamed Salah.
2 added minutes has been
Xavi
indicated.
Alonso. No way through. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Drogba. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Raul. And that's that. Georgia can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Georgia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, played right into his path. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. That looks a good ball through. And this is Batistuta. Benzema could move up a gear here. Now it's Son Heung-min. Now, can they get him away? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Torres. He's had it taken off him. And here's Benzema. He's found a way through. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Perez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Belletti, he's picked his way through. That has ended up in no man's land. Sufal, Enzo Perez. Now Modric, lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Benzema! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Knocks it out wide. Where it came from. Not the most accurate pass.
That was lovely, that.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mahrez. And now the breakaway. Mahrez is in a really good position out wide. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Decent chance! Georgia are trailing against the run of play. So foul. 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Benzema. Modric. Xavi Alonso. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Torres. Looking to play him in. And this is Batistuta. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually, and it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Benzema, and he's picked out the run. Oh, that's a fine interception. Looking for options for movement. But that has not gone well. Modric, shapes to shoot! Superb by Modric! A finish right from the top draw! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Lovely bit of skill. Space for him to turn and look. And it's Makalele.
2 minutos de descuento.
Cazorla aims beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide. And this is Benzema. Chance! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Georgia are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. The second half is... He's rising! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Belletti. Now it's Torres. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Spread it left. Sufal. Son Heung-min is wide and looking to get onto this. Xavi Alonso. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Cazorla. Some front-footed pressing going on here. It's run loose here. Here's Blint. Sufal. Enzo Perez. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A chance, surely! And that's a tidy finish. It's level again. What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves...
Towering header! And he's stuck it away! And the comeback is complete! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid with the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Georgia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Cazorla.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Belletti. Xavi Alonso. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's beaten the last man! Messi has it in a wide position. That's a throw. There's the shot! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
En el minuto 70, el dorsal 21.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Madrid now in a position. Shoots! Oh, good finish.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. All of a sudden, we have a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
And it's Batistuta. And this is Messi.
Madrid surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Son Heung-min picks it up out wide. He's got away. Now it's Cazorla. Son Heung-min. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Madrid have opted to make another change here.
El dorsal 10, Messi. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 12.
Tries to pass it through.
18.
Enzo Perez. He won't be happy with that one. Makaleli. Mahrez being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Georgia could be just about done here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Plays a sharp little ball here. Van Basten receives it in a wide position.
Madrid really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Now it's Benzema. Sofal.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Benzema. And he's intervened well there. Makaleli. Now it's Raul. Now that's well seen too. And it's Cazorla. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? So no flag here. Oh, that's fabulous. And a header! And yes, it's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Pete,
And that's that. Georgia played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I've always admired the way this guy, Falcao, offers so much more than just the poacher most people think he is. He holds the ball up really well for others to get involved. He loves those little runs behind the defence, and I just see him as an excellent all-round striker.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Modric. Chance! And that is quite wonderful! A finish right from the top draw. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's cut it out. That's a good ball out wide. It's a promising position.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's a key interception. And he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake.
Big chance! And it's come back out to him. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Georgia have hit a quick-fire double here. Batistuta! Batistuta! Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Germany cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Cruyff. Oh no, this does not look good. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Over to the right flank. It's a throw-in. And it's Salah. And here's Cazorla. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Rice, they'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Cazorla. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Sofal. Modric. Aims beyond the defence. Goes for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Germany have the chance to go the other way. He's in plenty of space here. Cazorla. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that Mateus! That's put paid to the danger. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And it's Modric. Georgia heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Modric. Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. Looking tidy in possession here. Distributed tidily. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Spread to the right. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Cruyff. Mateus. Now can he find a finish? Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Mateus is offering a right smile there.
Indicated.
And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. White. And it's Son Heung-min. He has found the way through. Modric. It's Modric! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Substitution.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Georgia ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. And shoots! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Georgia now in a position far more desirable.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Well timed, excellent interception. Cannavaro. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Georgia are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And this is Batistuta, and this is Cruyff. He's had a shot! Modric. And it's a foul. Son Heung-min is wide and looking to get onto this. Georgia ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Germany are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's shifting through the gears here. Played out wide. And he's been shifted off it. Gattuso. Oh, good read. Cazorla. Brilliantly cut out. And the shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Georgia, palpably stronger, better, superior. It's a pretty loose pass. Son Heung-min. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Georgia, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, that's fabulous! Cazorla. Pass somewhat off target. Gattuso. Not the most accurate pass. Gattuso is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Just about up to 75 minutes. A probing pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Son Heung-min. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. That's very neat. And it's Cazorla. Enzo Perez. Gattuso producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Threads one in. Blint cuts it out. Sufal. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Enzo Perez. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And here's Modric. Chance, surely! It's hit the upright. Mateus. And he was quick to react. That has not gone well. It's a searching pass. That ball looks a good one. Batistuta! It's a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution for Germany, number 41.
So could they be onto something here?
Coming on to replace
Just
him
5
is
minutes left.
number 11.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Son Heung-min. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. And it's a foul. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Blint. And it's Cazorla. Spread out to the left.
There will be 3
Son
minutes
Heung-min
added time.
providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Mbappe. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Mbappe in acres of space. There's the header! Harmlessly behind. Oh, terrible pass. And he's there to clear it. And that is as far as it goes. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Now it's Inzaghi. He might be in here!
Such good technique. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Mahrez. That has found him in acres of space. Oh, robust challenge. Georgia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And here's Son Heung-min. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Matic, out towards the flank. And here's Mahrez.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Cazorla. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Safal.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And it's Falcao. Good pressure, determined, intense. Out for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Threads one in. Under an awful lot of pressure. He's picked his way through. Oh, nice touch. And this is Cazorla. Chance to deliver. He leaps for it! And he's done it! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And that's the keeper's ball. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Cazorla. Georgia very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. And this is Parejo. And he's managed to get free. It's a sweeping cross. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And here's Cazorla. Tries one from range. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And here's Son Heung-min. And this is Cazorla. Backward it goes. And here's Son Heung-min. Parejo! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Stood up well to him there. Matic. Ball played for Mahrez. Chooses to go crossfield. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Cazorla. He has found the way through. Shapes to shoot! And that's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Now it's Son Heung-min, and it's Cazorla. Modric. And it's Perez. And he's in on goal. Modric. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Shevchenko. Kane. Now he's got space here. And he's worked it. Shevchenko! Chance, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He leaps for it. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Enzo Perez. Pressing high and with purpose. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Fernandez. Now it's Messi. Dui has it in a wide position. Terrific effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Sufal. Georgia are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And it's Salah. And Enzo Perez. Out towards the flank. And here's Cazorla. Falk. There's the shot! Goal! Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Goal! After 21 minutes is
Georgia have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Threads one in. Son Heung-min picks it up out wide. He's on it. Can he get away? Sofal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nice looking ball. Chips it through. Yamal. Picked out brilliantly. And here's Kane. Kane gets his head on it! It's anyone's ball now. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Cazorla. Georgia currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. And here's Falcao. Falcao makes it. It's Falcao! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Falcao really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Space for him to turn and look. He's taking on the lot of them. Chance for a shot! Off the post. And there's a goal. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So that's two now. Kane! Oh, it's come loose. Mohamed Salah. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And here's Kane, and he welcomes it in, and the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Romania cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
It's Kane! Harry Kane! Off the scale! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's going up front in a hurry. That's the end of the first 45. Georgia are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared. At the interval, it's 2-2. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fernandez. Ito. Shifted it to the flank. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Modric. Modric. Cazorla. Cazorla. Falcao goes for a shot! It's in! And again they hit the front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Georgia have their lead. That's good vision. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
The attendance for this
Enzo
match
Perez.
was 61,052.
Just about up to the hour now. He's going for goal!
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Falcao. Number 33,
And it's Matic.
Perez.
Georgia,
Number 9,
perhaps he's having a pop!
Sergi Cazorla.
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Coming on the field.
He'll try to keep this
Number
alive.
18, Christian
Crosses it
Strand.
in. Bullish header!
Matic.
Smashing delivery,
Number
just
22.
didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Sofal. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pablo Fornals. This is a promising build-up. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. Romania have reclaimed it. Now it's Son Heung-min. Matic powering forward here. Blint. And it's Blint. Sofal. And it's Sofal. And here's Son Heung-min. Looking for the run. No, that's been intercepted. Pablo Fornals. Son Heung-min. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well played, well played.
Romania really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And the through ball. No, it's come to nothing. Camavinga. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Knocks it into space. Fermin. For Pablo Fornals. And that's really well manoeuvred. Parejo. Can he get it through? Son Heung-min finding himself in space. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pablo Fornals, quality ball. And here's Stuani. Oh, he's bustling through here. Distributed tidily. Lovely bit of skill. Not the most accurate pass.
Georgia nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Shevchenko! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Tries to play it through. Can he latch on to this? Parejo. The end. Time is up. What a game. A contest of ferocity. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And we're underway.
It's impossible to ignore the genius that is Andrea Pirlo. He plays a deeper midfield role, but his whole game is designed to spray passes forward.
Just one of a kind.
Yeah, these guys now are almost extinct.
Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Great defending, strong and determined. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Inzaghi. He is through here. Shot at goal! Has to go back here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's a foul. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now that looks a decent ball. Skimmed, shapes to shoot! And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Takes a shot!
Georgia would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Maldini. Here's Nedved. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Inzaghi. And this is Ronaldinho. Parejo. Cazorla. That's going wide left. Now it's Falcao. And this is... And he shoots! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Throw it. Blint. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Looking for the run, and that is expertly dealt with. Pirlo. And that has been slung wide. It's Pirlo! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Cazorla. Son Heung-min. Cazorla. Great ball if he can get there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Pirlo. Roberto Baggio. Nedved. Chance for a shot! And that's a good finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So they have it all to do again. Decent chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Filippo Inzaghi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Pirlo goes short. Takes aim and crosses. Milan with another corner. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Enzo Perez. Cazorla. Cazorla running with intent. Pirlo. Nedved. Pirlo. Looking for options for movement. Oh, red. Nice interception. Enzo Perez. And it's Parejo. Nicely spread. Mohamed Salah. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, nicely intercepted. This is a promising build-up. Cazorla. Sufal. Sends it crossfield. Maldini. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
Enzo
recupero.
Perez. And here's Falcao. Falcao! Nearly, but not quite.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so we're off again. Enzo Perez. And here's Falcao. Parejo, distributed tidily. And it's Parejo. Mohamed Salah. Pirlo. Maradona. And it's Ronaldinho. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free. Goes for a shot! It's there!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Milan with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
This might... There's the shot! Well taken goal. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away.
And a header! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Cazorla. Caught offside that time. Ronaldinho. Almost an hour gone. Pirlo.
spettatori.
Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cazorla. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Rijkaard. He's had a shot! Goal! Milan! And again they hit the front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Milan have their lead. Lovely bit of skill. And the ball's come loose here. And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Look at the space and the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, super ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Baggio. Muslera breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
This looks promising. Oh, what a mistake! Chance, surely! So close to drawing level.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
And the shot! And he's stuck it away! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every...
Falcao! This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch...
Can he finish? He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Milan now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back? I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, no half measures from here.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Filippo inside, shoots! That's a lovely, delicate pass. 4 extra minutes added on.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's cut it out. Sufal. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. Georgia illustrating perfect. Bye.